Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online, the SLOTRO edition. This is Gnomadan here. Say hello to everyone, Gnomadan.
Ha!
Indeed. Y'all might be wondering why it ain't G-Bub talking to you. Because it sure seems like it's been a lot of G-Bub lately, haven't it? But let's, in the interest of full disclosure, admit that G-Bub I haven't been in 2 weeks. Those are just videos that I've got taped and are trying to catch up on the backlog. It has been a busy couple of weeks. It has been really busy at the hospital. I think I've said before, we've opened up another COVID floor and we are got a bunch of patients in there, and they're asking people to work a bunch of overtime, so we got that going on, and it's just been hectic. But I'm off for a couple of days, so I'm going to enjoy them. Let's get back to some Middle Earth here, shall we? Speaking of back to Middle Earth, here we are here. We have moved from where y'all saw us last time. We were over at the Dead Man's Perch. And we have come over here to Tom Bombadil's house. Pretty much made just about as polar opposite a swap here as you can imagine. Let's enjoy some good coffee too. About as opposite as you can imagine in both location of the Barrow Downs here and in theme, you know. The fact that we've gone from basically the far eastern side of the Barrow Downs to the far western side, and then a little bit into the old forest as well. I think we are ready to do Bingo's. His next quest should be level 19, and since we are just about finished up level 19...
I need a description of this curious Tom Bombadil fellow.
Since we're just about to finish up level 19, let's see if we can go ahead and get it done here. You know that I wanted to document our journey, Gnomadan, writing down the experiences we have and the places we see, and that includes describing the people we meet. No account of my adventure to this point would be complete without a description of that curious Tom Bombadil fellow, that much is clear. But I've encountered an early problem in this attempt, for I simply do not know of any way to describe him in such a way that does the fellow justice. Can you speak to him and learn what you can of Tom in order to educate me on the subject? What are his likes and dislikes? From where did he come? And what drives him from day to day? Good luck to you, my friend. Perhaps the words will flow when you report back to me what you learn. So talk to Tom Bombadil and ask him about himself, and we'll get the Conqueror of Writer's Block. Rather appropriate. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Let's see what he has to say.
Can you speak to our strange host?
Alright, pretty much the same as he did before. Hello, Marigold. You're still sitting around enjoying your tootsies in the grass, are you? Hello, Tom. I need to talk to you about yourself.
Hey do, Mary do, my hearty.
Hoy now, young one. Questions are for asking, but the fun lies in the seeking. You ask about old Tom, but there's a question with many answers. Why not ask the trees why they be a-swaying, or the light a-brightening? Tom likes walking in the woods of an evening, and singing in the morning sun when the moon skips away, as would all who try it. Still you ask and ask. Too many questions for so lovely a day. Stand in the foam of the falling water nearby, and you will know what it is to be Tom Bombadillo. Stand in the foam of the waterfall south of Tom's house. Tom's eyes are bright and his voice is full of laughter. You have something else to say about that?
Hey do, Mary do,
Nope.
my hearty.
And hey do, Mary do to you too. Alright, let's come on down here. And let's go stand in the foam of the waterfall. And let's see what it is to be Tom Bombadil. I can tell you what standing in the foam of the waterfall feels like, since my water heater died this last week and I've been taking cold showers for the last week and a half. I can tell you exactly what standing in the foam of this waterfall feels like. You stand in the cold water until you are waterlogged and sopping. Let's not forget shivering and turn blue. Alright. Despite being so soggy, talk to Tom Bombadil. Alrighty. Let's go on up here and talk to Tom again. Tom, that was cold. That was very, very cold and very, very wet. Let's just say I'm glad that it is August. And I'm glad that it's August in Georgia, where we're getting up to 95, 96, 98 degrees every day. For any of y'all on the other side of the pond, that means we're getting up into like 37 and 38 degrees every single freaking day. So suddenly getting into a shower that's only like 20 for y'all feels really good. But let's say I'm just glad it's not January. That wouldn't have been nice.
Hey do, Mary do, my hearty.
Tom seems delighted. Sopping wet you are, like Tom after a fresh rain in spring, dripping all about, but refreshed and happy. Learn from old Tom, for he has seen summers and winters and summers again, one for each droplet that cascades from the heights. Hey now, still with questions. Tom's way is to take the bad and make it good. Old Man Willow, that mean streak in his heart has grown wider for many a day now, and he could do with some cheering. Go to old Tom Willow Man and dance and lighten his mood. Then you will know what it is to share Tom's interest in all creatures, both good and bad. All right, let's go find old Tom, Old Man Willow. And let's just see just how much Tom is interested in all the weird and wacky creatures. We know Old Man Willow is just down the path a ways. Got a little bridge to cross. There he is. We don't even have to cross the bridge, though we will. Well, actually, we won't, will we? Because we missed it. Oh, I wasn't going to get wet again, but since I'm already wet, let's continue on down. I still miss the days where he would attack you on sight, or the willows would. You are filled with unease. Tom really wants you to dance here? Yes, he does. Let's get around and let's face the Old Man Willow. Where's your actual face at? You leave Old Man Willow behind. We're not wanting to leave him behind. I always thought Old Man Willow had like almost a face on him. Huh. Or if that's changed. Let's go ahead and dance for him. You dance, and for a moment you feel a sense of welcome, and then it is gone. Yeah, you saw the little green haze disappear for a moment. But it doesn't last long. Let's go back and talk to Gnomadan again. Talk to Gnomadan. Woo! Let's go talk to Old Man Willow. Not Old Man Willow either. Let's go talk to Tom Bombadil. Is that the right one? That's the right one. Jeez. It would be nice to be old Tom Bombadil. That is true. Well, it would be nice to be married to Goldberry. That's for real. I have a Goldberry of my own, but she's not quite the long, slender, barefoot hippie type. Let's see here. Oh! Takes a bit of catching to catch old Tom. Define description again.
Hey do, Mary do, my hearty.
Hey do, Mary do, dancing all the day. Questions are for answering, but that's enough today. Talk to Bingo outside Bombadil's house. Alrighty.
Hey do, Mary do, my hearty.
And you as well. Hello, Bingo. It'll be a short one if it's only 9 minutes.
Tom is a mystery. Asking him questions is met with laughter and nonsense.
This is not working, Gnomadan. Tom is a mystery, and any attempt to get him to answer questions about himself is met with laughter and nonsense. Perhaps if he were to read some of my accounts so far, he would better understand what we want to know about him. Take my manuscript to him and see if that gets him to open up about himself, if you would. Bring Bingo's manuscript to Tom Bombadil for his perusal. Righty.
Perhaps Tom will understand if he reads my manuscript.
Bingo hands you the pages of his manuscript. Oh, indeed he has, huh? Bingo's manuscript is written in the messy hand of someone not yet accustomed to writing so many pages. It covers his departure from the Shire, the search for Prisca Boffin's children, and leaves off just before arriving at the house of Tom Bombadil. I was trying to click it, but we can't seem to read it. Oop, let's go back to that. What else was there in the quest? Oh, no. What else was there in the quest log? Bingo's asked you to show his manuscript. The first real challenge. Come up with a description for Tom Bombadil to use as an account of his adventures. Hello, Tom. You want to see these pages here?
Hey do, Mary do, my hearty.
Tom takes the manuscript and runs his hands over the pages. What a wonder! These leaves all covered with words written down with care. I can feel the letters beneath my fingers, ink dried and thought saved. That is not Tom's way, but there is a joy in remembering. These pages are like a song sung in the morning, but carried on the wind until afternoon, where it might be heard again. I delight in the feel of these pages and their tiny words. Let me sit with them a while, and you speak with the river daughter. Goldberry has returned from her spring for a time, and she is more fair and more lovely than when she left. Talk to Goldberry at Tom Bombadil's house or by her spring. Okay. That means she's inside.
Hey do, Mary do, my hearty.
It looks like they just repeat the last paragraph or so of whatever it was. Hello. How come we're not getting into Tom's house? Where's the portal into Tom's house, people? There we go. Jeez. Hello, Goldberry. Long, cool woman in a green dress.
I bid you welcome, wanderer in the wood.
Your face is full of questions, young one. Has Tom confused you with his riddles and his songs? You tell Goldberry that you've been unable to learn much about her husband, despite his friendly and open nature. I believe he has given you what you sought, Gnomadan, though you may not know it. Who is Tom Bombadil? He is, and no one else. He is a mischievous sort and loves to laugh. He will ask you to stand beneath a waterfall only to experience the feel of the water and the joy of dripping on the carpet. He is the master of water, wood, and hill, and cares for all who inhabit those places, even if those hearts are rotten and mean. He seeks to lighten their moods and ease their pain. But that is a long answer. He is Tom Bombadil, and there's no one else like him. Talk to Bingo again outside the house. That we shall do.
I bid you welcome, wanderer in the wood.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, let's see if this is an answer Bingo will enjoy. Whoa! Playing leapfrog past me. Wanting to make sure I was courteous to your wife, eh? Well, of course I was going to be courteous to your wife.
Yes, that seems a fair assessment of our peculiar host. Thank you.
Bingo listens to Goldberry's description of Tom and nods. Yes, I think that seems to be a fair assessment of our peculiar host. Thank you for obtaining it for me. I still cannot believe that you actually stood underneath the waterfall and danced with a malevolent tree on my behalf, Gnomadan. You are a good friend, and I'm glad that you're coming along with me on this journey. Next time, synonyms for spooky. Recommended level 22.
Please speak to Tom and retrieve my manuscript before we go.
All right, Gnomadan. I would say it's time to see Marigold safely back to Newbury and for our own journey to continue. I have enjoyed this brief stay at the house of Tom Bombadil, but there are many other places to see and people to meet. Would you mind speaking to Tom and retrieving my manuscript from him? I am most interested to hear what he thought of it now that he has had plenty of time to read.
I am most interested to hear what Tom thought of my manuscript.
Oh, where'd you go, Tom? There you are. See if we can catch you again.
He do, Mary do, my hearty.
You asked Tom what he thought of Bingo's manuscript, but the strange fellow is only puzzled. Your words are all a scramble, young one. Tom remembers a great many things. The sun in the morning, the breezes of midday, the swelter of afternoon, and the cool of evening. But he does not know the pages of which you speak. There is no need for writing. If you spend all day writing, that is a day you have missed. Do not look so glum. I am sure this writing will turn up. I may have set it down outside. There are so many things to see, happy distractions all, and sometimes things get lost. All is found in the end, hey? Talk to Bingo outside the house of Tom Bombadil. Oh, yeah, Tom has absent-mindedly set down Bingo's manuscript somewhere.
He do, Mary do, my hearty.
Which is totally in character, a clear and totally in character thing for him to do, and totally notable for why it was that Gandalf said that we could not give the ring to Tom Bombadil. Because he said Tom wouldn't care for it, he'd just lose it somewhere. Even if he took it. Title awarded, by the way. What is the title? Oh, Conqueror of Writer's Block. You don't always have the words, but neither do you let that stop you. All right. So that's where we're going to leave off this time, folks. The next level is 22 on our bingo quest here. I went ahead and grabbed it so that we would know that we had it ready to go. And let's see if we got a bingo. Yep, so every time we look now, we'll know there's a bingo quest here. So it'll remind us that we need to come back here in a few levels and continue on with Bingo's quest. In the meantime, next time, we will be back over at the Dead Man's Perch. And hopefully not nearly as long as it was this last time. Hopefully work will slow up a little bit, though I don't see that happening anytime soon. Wear your damn mask and wash your hands, people. Alrighty, we'll talk to you next time. I thank you for coming along. Gnomadan thanks you too. And we'll see you then. Bye-bye.